Well, stress levels rise in the ag sector as planting delays, low prices, and trade tensions continue to take a toll on farmers' mental health. Joining us now to review a few resources for producers is Todd Van Hoos. He's CEO of the Farm Credit Council. Todd, thank you very much for taking the time to sit down with us today. Farming has always been a stressful job. Are you guys seeing an increase in farmer stress and, of course, mental health challenges?
Well, Janet, we are. I mean, if you think about our situation in agriculture right now with low commodity prices enduring for the fourth or fifth year for a lot of farmers, this weather complexities have really had an impact. The trade situation is having a terrible impact on our markets. So you can see financial stress rising amongst farmers. And when that happens, mental health stress is out there too. So we are seeing a lot of that discussion going on out there.
Of course, what about the barriers to accessing mental health care for farmers and ranchers? What do they face?
Well, we saw some data that shows that over half of rural America has a shortage of access to rural mental health care. And we're trying to do something about that, especially as we see farmers struggling. The complexity of agriculture has never been greater than now. We are trying to make sure that farmers out there have access to the resources they need to make sure they keep after their mental health care.
Now, Farm Credit, I understand you guys have recently partnered with AgriSafe Network on their Total Farmer Health program. What does this program do, and how is it going to help to alleviate some of those barriers you mentioned?
Sure, and we're really happy to partner with AgriSafe. It's a tremendous program out there that provides rural health care providers a lot of access to training, and especially with regard to mental health care. One of the issues we have in rural America is there continues to be sort of a stigma about trying to access health care, rural mental health care. And as a result of that, we think if we can help AgriSafe train primary care physicians in how to treat and diagnose mental health care issues and get people the help they need, we're going to be much better off.
Now, what else is Farm Credit doing to help support these folks facing the ag downturn?
Well, Farm Credit is trying to work for the best possible outcome for its customers. Each individual situation is different, and we approach them all in a very tailored way. Everything from these programs like AgriSafe that we're trying to do, to increasing our patronage dividends, to trying to work through payment programs for people. In addition, we're focusing on some of our loan officers out there, because as farmers' stress levels rise, loan officers' stress levels rise. So we're focusing on making sure they have the care they need, and they can even help producers become involved in programs they might need.
Well, Todd, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us today. We appreciate the insight. Again, Farm Credit Council CEO Todd Van Hoos joining us from our Washington, D.C. News Bureau.